epsiode. And as a kid, when I first started this channel, I guess, I had a dream that I would be able to use a capture card and play a video game and record it for you guys. That dream died until today. This is what I wanted to do all those years ago, and then all of YouTube happened. Everything happened without me. I couldn't afford to make it happen. It wasn't any amount of me, it was just I couldn't afford a capture card. I couldn't afford a computer. I couldn't afford to connect my Xbox to my computer. Couldn't afford a microphone. The Blue Snowball, couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford any of it, basically. And I was just made to sit there and watch YouTube explode and people to become incredibly successful as a result. And I just had to sit there going, damn, I really missed out my opportunity on what I really wanted to do, all because of money and a lack of it. But that doesn't mean I didn't still have this dream. So today we're going to make the video that I always wanted to make, and I'm going to go back to when I was that kid trapped in that situation. I found the Minecraft world I was playing back then, and I'm going to give you a walk around, and I'm going to upgrade the buildings to my current standard because, oh boy, there's some bad buildings here. But yeah, let's just jump right into it, as YouTubers say nowadays. You might be wondering why I'm playing the Xbox version. Because it was the only version when I originally wanted to do this. I'm only 13 years too late. But yeah, I should, I guess, try and explain away this world, if anything, before I do anything. So, yeah. So I used to play multiplayer with my friends on this world quite a lot. I used to invite them, and this was my magnum opus, but I had other worlds. This wasn't my magnum opus, this was my first one and longest one, so yeah, I used to invite people, so I had signs basically being like, I have lots of wolves, but all my wolves ended up dying, so I don't anymore. This is kind of the main building. It's mostly unchanged. I changed this yesterday. This had a window, and like, it had these rooms, which were like 2-block high rooms, and I thought it looked stupid, so I changed it, and I guess that's where this idea has come from, to like update my past self, I guess, with my current knowledge. I used to always play as the Jack of Blades skin, because before Minecraft, Fable was my favourite thing ever, and Jack of Blades was like, I don't know why, I liked his character a lot, even though he was kind of an asshole. I don't know, I guess I made me feel cool having Jack of Blades. Kind of made me feel like I had a reference no one knew about, so kind of maybe something hipster about that as well. Yeah, we've got cake here. This world was actually started the day Minecraft came to Xbox. I bought it because I really wanted it on computers, and I remember every computer I ever tried couldn't run it. Every computer I could use couldn't run it. I remember getting the error message over and over that I had no graphics card, and I could not afford a graphics card. Things don't change very much. If I needed to buy a graphics card right now, I would not be able to. But yeah, I was stuck in a scenario where there was no money, and there were also no way of like gaining an income. So I just sat, and what I really wanted to do was make, I guess I wanted to make stupid Call of Duty videos to begin with, but then Minecraft came out and I just wanted to play Minecraft, and I just wanted to make Minecraft videos, and there were times I experimented with piling boxes in the room and using my camera phone to record the screen with the refresh flickering and god-awful quality, and I never uploaded any of that stuff for obvious reasons. Back then the only way to to record your Xbox was to get an Elgato game capture, and they were like 100 quid, and I didn't have any money. There was no way of me getting that 100 quid. So I guess I just sunk all my time into this world because it was the only thing. So it was the only thing going for me. I just wish I didn't have to do it all in solitude. So I guess for my kid self, you know, here we are. Anyways, I don't even know, it felt like an eternity I spent in this world, but looking around I don't think I really spent that long. I feel like I've spent longer and it's felt shorter. But yeah, so we've got the gigantic tower, which is a must for when you get lost. I can't believe I used to get lost in this world. I think it's something stupid like 400 by 400 blocks. It was like a halfway up. I remember telling people this is a rest point and you can look from here at stuff. So yeah, just dumb really. But I thought it was like the highlight of the world, this giant tower. I really felt like I was like the best. It was the coolest idea. It was kind of sad because I didn't have anyone to share it with. I mean, I had a couple of friends, but like what I really wanted to do was, you know, share these journeys online with people. I'd watch people doing it and almost try and live vicariously. That was a mansion. I was like, I'm gonna build the biggest mansion ever, and like clearly I had no concept of what shapes were. Like, why does this building look ugly? I will never know. Just kidding. I can't remember. I think I used to jump from here into there. Yep, that is definitely something I used to do. Okay. We've got the TARDIS. I was very big into Doctor Who. There's not much going on here. I was really proud of it. I guess I still am. A little. Not that it couldn't be upgraded, but I thought it was the coolest idea. I liked messing around with redstone, but like I couldn't ever actually get redstone to do anything useful, so I just have this stuff died around. We got a dog on the eternal whirly gig of death. He never comes out. He's not allowed. I don't know why he's in there. It used to be a cow or a zombie or something. Yeah. We've got this. That's all it does. There was a time where I was really obsessed with trying to figure out how redstone worked, and like literally no matter what I did, nothing would ever work the way I expected it to, so I just gave up and still kind of gave up on redstone. This is the fancy house. I built this because I felt like I was living in this thing for way too much. I'll show you around there properly after. I'm reliving this as well, so... Oh, it's you that's whining. Oh, is my enchanting stuff in here? Hopefully he'll stop whining now. Or is it you? I'll never know. His tail's up. Not sure what's in here. Oh, I think I remember this actually. I was experimenting with flooring. Someone's still whining. I think this is when I started waking up. Like, my stuff looks crap, but like I still hadn't figured out that 3-block high ceilings are mandatory. There was going to be a door there. I guess this was an enchanting room. We're going to be an enchanting room. I don't know if I ever did that in this world. I don't know if I ever got enchanting. I don't know if this was even pre the enchanting update on Xbox 360. So yeah, I think there's not much in these rooms. They're just sort of here to break it up. This goes to the roof, I think. Yeah. You got the roof. I think that's on both sides. And we've got up here. This is the fancy bed where I was like, I can look upon all my creations. Yeah, over here we've got the giant chicken head statue because a chicken died, and I don't know why I got really upset about it for some reason, so I built a memorial. There's a sign down there. There's also nothing on this side. Unexplored terrain, which is kind of cool actually. Because really I can just add to this. I just want to say I'm super thankful for Xbox cloud saves. Like, there's no reason that they should still be holding on to them this far in the future, but they are, and that's awesome, because it made me get my world back. In memory of a chicken I killed, the 23rd of the 6th, 2022, 3 AM, yeah, I was up. And that was genuinely what time it was when I wrote that. There's a zombie somewhere? I remember that. I used to stand back and shoot at this target. The things I would do to try and entertain myself. So I felt so trapped in my life that this was my escapism, I guess. This was better than my actual life, so... Up there, that's supposed to be a temple, but I abandoned it pretty quickly. The giant burning netherrack thing. I had a lot of dogs and they all kept walking in. I don't know why. They just kept pathing into the fire and burning to death. So I lost basically all of my dogs. That's a thing. There's this guy. Ever play Total Miner? Yeah, maybe I'll... I don't think there's any saves from Total Miner, but I played Total Miner before Minecraft came out. And I was like, yeah, Total Miner! Because I just wanted Minecraft that bad that I would play Total Miner instead. And then when Minecraft came out, I was like, no more Total Miner. I'm playing Minecraft. Here's my birch, because I felt like birch was the rarest tree. Here's my horrendous mansion. The doors have glitched through save transfers and updates. I remember this genuinely feeling like it took me 6 months, but I think I was just impatient and it didn't take anywhere near that long. I mean, I was definitely impatient through all of this. And yeah, there's the unfortunate... blur that out. Don't let anyone know about that. No one needs to see that. This here was, like I said, I was obsessed with redstone, so I had this giant box here just to flex that I could do that. The use for pistons. Now this was the update, the piston update. If you're as old as I am, you might remember when pistons first came to Xbox, and it was a really big deal. At least it was a really big deal to me. I think there's also... Yeah, look, a secret floor here. It has the unintended side effect of closing the door. Isn't that interesting? And from down here, you can close it, and all it is just these two. So, and I guess there's like an upside down tray in here. Oh, the water wall with the pressure plates to stop the water. Yeah, I thought that was cool. And here's a dog. I've trapped a dog in here, probably because he was whining, and I didn't want to give him pork chops. That sounds like something... What? Oh. I guess the water updated. Well, that's a shame. Let's get the hell out of here. Is there anything in here? You've got bows and arrows, kind of useful stuff. Not the greatest stuff, but... I thought that was so much further away, you know. You know how to describe it? Back then, it felt like everything was so much further away than it actually is. But I guess that's just how confined I was. This, I'm not sure what the deal with this is. I just added a wall to this cave. I guess I thought it looked kind of cool. Yeah, it is kind of cool. Let's go back to the main base and skip the night, because I'm not ready for any chaos. As you can see here, I was allergic to 3 block high. And no, I didn't know about the sprint jump thing back then either. I genuinely was just so lazy that I didn't want to mine higher than 2 blocks. That is literally... Okay, sleep. Yeah, I remember having this weird, like, I spent all of my time in here and then I built that over there and I felt like that was me growing up somehow. Like, it'd been like 6 months. There's a witch? What on earth? Okay, here's the downstairs. I thought I was so clever having this. Through here. Can I get through? Yeah. There's a redstone room. I can't believe there's a witch. I don't think I've ever heard a witch in this version of Minecraft. I have absolutely no idea where that witch might be. Can we go down some more? I've got the bottom floor, which I can't remember what the bottom... I think it just went to the cave. Oh, it was to the nether. I don't want to hear the nether portal. Look, I couldn't even get this right. So disappointed in myself, man. There's no reason it has to be off by one. I'm like, oh, I've already done it all. I think I used to look at it and go, it's right here, but wrong there. Why? Yeah. I was a pretty dumb young adult, I'll say that much. Because to say I was a kid, I mean, I was like 18. So I should have known better, but I wasn't very socialized. So yeah, it's very easy to swim too high up. I'm not sure why that's the case. Yeah, so through here, hopefully I don't get attacked by a witch up here. Through here was not added recently, but changed recently. What it used to be is the ceiling used to be here. So this was another 2-block high paradise. And it used to be 2 layers. But I decided that was stupid, and I'm probably going to add some stairs or something. Or just keep it like this with a ladder. This is kind of cool. So this was my bottom floor. I guess I was trying to have the illusion of it being bigger than it was. I got this. I spent a really long time being really angry because I couldn't figure out how to get them both to open at the same time without stepping on both at once. But it turns out it's really simple. you just have to connect all the redstone and it works. I genuinely spent like 2 or 3 days straight raging trying to figure that out. Here's my sugar can and my wheat. And furnace land. This was also 2 blocks high. I've changed it because I kept walking around and being like, why is everything 2 blocks high? This is really annoying. And as far as I can remember, that's basically the gist of it. There isn't a crazy amount of stuff. There's a minecart ride that takes you to see the sights, but it was just so I could get that on a real achievement, so there isn't really anything to see that I remember. We've got this stupid fountain. Why is that so loud? It sounds like they're right next to me, dude. Where are they? Are they in here? I think mobs can spawn under here. Spawn. So the idea was that this was hell. But I don't remember. So, we'll see. Hello? Oh yeah, this is definitely dark. Ow. Okay, I cannot see anything. I don't know about you, but... nothing. I don't even know where that came from. Yeah, not sure what that was all about. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But all the things that are really worth talking about, I think these were little mines. This was another house that I felt like... I don't know, I felt like I had to build more houses. But as you can see, a lot of them are just blocks. Just square boxes. Which, I mean, my current day sensibilities, I could have put in a little more effort with that roof. But judging by the stairs around the world, I don't even know if the stairs did this. I added this recently. This is one of the other things, because I was like, did stairs not connect to each other or something? And then I found out that they do, but I don't know if last time I played this world they did. I don't know when that was added. So it could have just been that the stairs didn't connect to each other properly. and that's why we have such abysmal roofing. But I'm hoping to turn this into a thing where I do this occasionally, where I hop on and upgrade stuff, and maybe you can watch the process, maybe not. Maybe I'll watch the process, maybe I will in the future, because I find the core audience seems to be me. And yeah, this is a real trip down memory lane for me, something I never showed anybody, but like something that I wish I could have built with a capture card back in the days when I was doing it, but I couldn't do it. I was gate kept, and I felt like it ruined my life, to be quite honest with you, because I was seeing all this stuff that I wanted to do and I couldn't do any of it because of money, and like I don't know how much that might have affected my sensibilities when it comes to that topic. But yeah, this is, blur that out, don't show anybody that. What on earth is this? I do not remember this. Does this work? Please tell me that works. Oh my god, it works. I mean, why wouldn't it work? I mean, I look at this redstone now and I'm like, I don't know how this works. But I think just looking at it again is giving me an idea. I actually had a redstone testing facility, in quotations, where I would like build. I don't know why I thought learning how redstone worked was looking at the gates, and I would build the gates. And there was this one thing I was really obsessed with. There was like a 9-button lock or something. Yeah, redstone testing lab. And I could never get it to work, and I also couldn't understand it. This is a gate of some kind. I don't know what gate it's supposed to be, but I know it's a gate. So you press a button, and it... Or is it a T flip-flop? Is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called. It's called something. But basically what happens is, see this block? Now I don't know if this is still how it works, but nothing is powering this redstone here, right? So this block, when it touches the block, the current goes through the block. So this thing here is designed to send this block over here, which creates a redstone signal because the torch under there is now touching this block, which means this block is now powered, so it's sending a signal this way. And if I'm right, it should also mean it's sending a signal this way. So you could power something on this side too. But this is basically like an on and off switch, because like it doesn't do anything when it's on this side. Now I don't understand exactly how these two redstone torches equate to this happening. I really don't. There's a pulse and it makes it move. I don't understand how they don't just go at the same time. Like, why does one go first and then the other? Like, why does it always perfectly swap? I will never know. But that's how that works. And this is just like, I guess this would be trying to figure out the smallest blueprint of like getting one of these to close. Why there's a repeater here? Would it not do the same thing without the repeater? There's two repeaters on this side. What on earth? This doesn't make sense. What? This is facing the wrong way. Like, surely that's facing the wrong way. What on earth? See, it works. Don't ask me how. What the frick? The repeater's facing the wrong way. How does it work? You do the same thing now, right? What on earth? That is so confusing to me. Removing that repeater has actually created a problem in the circuit. What? Yeah, so as you can tell, I'm not good with redstone. I don't know why that broke it. I'm sure that was facing the wrong way. Yeah, this is the right way, so will it not work if it's facing the right way? Did I have to send the signal back on itself? Is that why? That's so jank. This is just broken forever now. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Place it. Yeah, so this goes down here and then goes back on itself. So how on earth does it work now? I'm so confused. Well, if there are any redstone engineers in your comments, explain that. I mean, I think what's happening is the power goes through here and then it hits this and comes back on itself, right, to power this block. That seems really dumb. Why can't it just... Wait, this is on top here. Is it on top on the other side? It's not on top on the other side. That's probably why then. I think what I was trying to do was to find a solution that didn't involve putting redstone on top of it so you could hide it properly. Because I felt like no matter what you did, you had to put redstone on top. Hold on, how... Huh? How does this... How does the lever get to this side? This is all too confusing for me. Even now, I don't understand how the lever... It's connected to nothing. I'm so confused. What? What in the wireless redstone is going on here? Oh wait, no, it's under the slabs. It's under the slabs. This is a thing, I forgot. Yeah, you can slab it up to hide it. I'll wrap this up in a second. I'm just genuinely still so confused about this all these years later. It's kind of hilarious. So yeah, that's my world, I guess, the dream that is dead. The dead dream. But, you know what? The dream was to share it. That was the dream. So, if I do this for a little while, then I guess that childhood dream of mine will be fulfilled. I say childhood, it was more like, I don't know, late adolescence, I suppose. But it was what I really wanted, and I just had to accept it was never going to happen, and then life just came at me, and here we are. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and in the next one I guess I'll try and make these houses look less terrible. I've been Jack of Blades, MultiYT, and yeah, goodbye.